Let me verify these are kilos, baby. Pretty. We got diesel.
Yeah.
I smelled it as soon as I went in the truck. I said, there's diesel in there. Chain's on your back, my man.
What we're gonna do with it?
Do it to his belt loop or something.
It starts like any other day. Calm, ordinary, almost unforgettable. A sudden shift, a single decision, and everything changes in an instant. These moments aren't planned, they erupt without warning, pulling everyone into chaos. Some are caught off guard, others, they never stood a chance. What you're about to see will leave you questioning how far things can really go. Watch now to uncover the most horrifying police busts of all time. This is Missing Files. Drug sting. We begin in Coon Valley, Wisconsin, where on June 12, 2023, officers received a tip concerning the time and location that a drug deal was going down. Large quantities of and were allegedly being trafficked across multiple counties and even across the state line into Minnesota. The suspects were identified as 33-year-old Stanley Hull and 39-year-old Julia Lloyd. When officers tracked them down, Stanley had a story ready, and they were in for a fight they'd never forget.
Hey, I'm out with the vehicle here, ATM 4222 lane. I think this is occupied times 2. They're continuing ahead of me.
Oh, your car's acting up, but it looks like a nice car.
It's alright.
Gotcha. Cool. Alright, that's a cool car.
It's got some electric problems.
You guys live up here somewhere? Or?
I live right here.
Oh, okay.
My dad owns it.
Oh, okay. Perfect. I actually need to talk to you about something about some dogs. Can you come back here and talk with me real quick?
Dog?
Yeah, yep. Just come back here and talk with me quick. 15, I'm gonna be out with that party here. You guys got some pit bulls?
We have, I got one. He's got like tumors all over him. He's
Your
old.
pit bull does?
Yeah.
Okay.
He's old. He's 14.
Gotcha. Okay.
Stanley made a very bad decision, and the officers had to jolt him back to reality.
He has these,
Yeah. Actually, here, Stan.
he has these,
Here. I need you to turn around, put your hands behind your back for a second, okay? Yep.
What?
Yep, you're being really cool, but I just need to we just need to detain you for a second here, okay?
Why?
Because I told you to. Turn around behind your...
What?
We have some stuff we need to talk with you about, okay?
Huh? What are you talking
Stanley, turn around and put your hands behind your back.
Who is that?
Stanley, I'm not going to keep telling you. Turn around and put your hands behind your back.
What are you talking about?
Stanley?
Stop.
Stanley, turn around and put your hands behind your back.
What are you
Do it
doing?
now.
Stanley!
Stop or I'm going to tase you.
Then behind your back,
Okay.
then behind your back, you're gonna get it again. Okay, behind your back.
Bring your hands behind your back. Do it now.
Behind your back, Stanley.
Get the guy on the other car.
Okay.
Okay, then put your hand behind your
got
back.
me. You
Put
got
your
me.
hand behind your back.
Stop trying to fight, Stanley.
Need some help here.
Stop.
Hey, I can't breathe.
Put your hands behind your back. Put it behind your back.
I can't breathe.
Put it behind your. Put your hands behind your back.
Okay, okay.
Stop fighting, Stan. This is not going to help
I'm
you.
gonna run. I'm gonna cycle it again if you don't put your hands behind your back. Quit being stupid.
Please don't.
Hold on.
Ow. I can't. Stop.
15 log.
I'm good.
Taser deployments and one.
I'm not doing nothing. Hey. Can you please? Ouch.
Don't move.
Stop
Hey,
moving.
guys.
Stanley.
Let me breathe.
Okay.
Then stop trying to pull away from us.
I'm not. I'm cool. Come on. I'm not going anywhere, dude.
I got probes.
Stanley, can we remove this probe from your side?
What?
Can we
Yeah.
pull this other probe out?
Yeah,
Okay. Figured you wouldn't care, but we like to ask.
I didn't know what was still in there. Here, help me out.
Just hold on, buddy. Just sit up. Sit on your butt.
I can't breathe.
Right there.
Have you come back and sit on this seat here?
Why'd you try to run? Why were you running from us?
Running.
Jogging?
He's just all of a sudden wants to freaking.
I wanted to detain you.
You were getting a little sketched out, Stan.
Huh?
I can tell you were getting a little sketched
about my
out.
dogs.
Yeah? All right. Yeah, we're just going to sit here for right now, okay?
Yeah, I smoked my cigarette.
Not right now.
What?
Maybe you're a cooperative, Stan. Right?
I was talking to him. Man.
With Stanley secured in custody, he was searched and some proceeds of his crimes were found. Meanwhile, officers had to try and figure out who his passenger was as they waited for EMS.
Who's the other guy? Do you know what the other guy is? I think he was doing a delivery because they met down in the park. Yep. Hopped into his car and took a ride. Sitting at the stop sign, pulling in, and I'm trying to look down. But
The lead investigator on this case is not here right now. Okay. So it's going to be just a little bit. Okay.
You got some in the car?
I didn't know they were up here already.
Yeah, well, I just found that out.
I'm not gonna run.
You got to see. Okay, let's.
Well, you already did it once.
It is really tight.
Well, we can maybe try to adjust them in a minute, but you haven't made this easier for yourself. This could have been real calm, real chill.
What?
Here, actually,
I don't even understand.
why don't we just use this car here? Yep. I'm just gonna search you quick. Yep. Yeah, that's why I told you you were just being detained. Stan, I'm gonna check your pockets here quick, okay?
Okay.
Because you're gonna go in the back of my car. We got quite a bit of cash here. I don't really want that. Do you got like a bag or something?
You can put it on there.
Do you got a bag or something I can put some stuff in?
Yeah, we'll grab one.
I just don't want your money to blow away here. Probably won't be very happy if that happens.
I know you're being calm right now, but just give us a second.
I'm not.
That's something we can maybe talk here. I don't have a lighter for you right now, okay?
Yeah.
When we finish searching your stuff and we'll pockets, and once we find a lighter, maybe we can let you have one. You got any weapons or anything anywhere?
No weapons, man.
How about in the car?
No.
Okay.
I appreciate that, but you did once already, so now you know we gotta like make sure it doesn't happen again. Right? But you don't want to get tased again, right?
Dude, that shit hurts.
I imagine.
Yep, I'm just checking your pockets here because you're gonna go in the back of my car, and I don't want anything back there that shouldn't be there,
Man,
or any
you guys-
weapons or anything like
You
that.
guys didn't read me any rights.
You're not being arrested. Well, at least you weren't before. You were just being detained. Detained, yep.
For what?
That means we were going to hang out a little bit, and I was going to place you in handcuffs for both of our safety until somebody who needs to talk to you could get here. Get anything in your shoes at all?
No, you freak me out. Like,
Oh, sorry if I freaked you out. I think before we have you sit in my car, though, here, is there anything behind this belt buckle at all?
no. What?
Take it off.
We just got here. No, we aren't going to let it fall out. We just don't want to miss anything.
So, you're asking me about my dogs.
Mhm.
Okay, so what's about the dogs?
Do you-
back up.
What's that?
Pants on, man.
You got a couple of shirts on there. You got. I promise it's gonna all be explained to you here shortly, okay? You just gotta kind of bear with us, all right? Everything takes a little time. We're gonna take a walk over here real quick and just have a seat in the back of my car for a minute.
Stanley was concerned about not being able to smoke a cigarette, but the officers would soon change his focus.
I can detain somebody
Right, but you didn't
if I have a
tell me.
reason,
But you didn't tell me
and I did.
before. And what was the reason, sir?
We can talk about it. Just have a seat for me right now, okay?
You guys really ain't gonna let me smoke a cigarette?
I never said that.
Not right
I'm
this time.
If you keep being really cool and cooperative, I'll go see where your cigarettes went, okay? And then we'll talk. We'll see about it in a little bit. But right now, I'd like you to sit in my car for me, okay?
I'm being super cool.
I know you
I tell you what, if you sit there, we'll light up a cigarette and you can smoke it, and you can sit with your feet out of the car and just sit on the seat there. Will that work for you?
Promise?
I promise. Go ahead and sit down for me.
But obviously, we're not taking the cuffs off.
Yep. Yeah, the cuffs have to stay on. But if you sit down,
Power drag.
I don't want you to
Power drag.
fall over. Okay, just sit right there. Your mouth there.
You have a lighter in there too?
I saw one. Otherwise, I got one in my car. But you do have to sit down for me, all right? That's part of the deal.
Little excitement you didn't probably expect today, huh?
I don't know how long you guys will be. You might have to leave here.
We have a tow truck coming, so we'll get it out of here as soon as we can.
Yeah.
And then we can move our
I
cars.
mean, we can get around it here, too.
Whatever you need us to move, let us know. We can move it.
No, that's fine. I just letting her know what's going on.
Okay.
Here, I got one in my car. Here, I'll grab one out of the front here quick.
Yeah, they just ended up pulling in here, so
Yeah.
we didn't expect them to come here.
Maybe Matt, how? You got it. Matt's just better at lighting up smokes than I am. Yeah, yep. We're just gonna hang out and we're not gonna have any more problems.
When you told me that, you gotta understand, I've been arrested a few times, and
Okay.
it's like some PTSD.
Little PTSD.
So they get them on or you take off running?
I don't know. When we crested the hill, Rich and I, they were on the ground fighting, the two Vernon guys and the target. And I ran over there and he was on his stomach, but he wasn't giving us hands. So I gave him a couple of warnings, taser warnings, didn't do it. So I got him right in the back and then he complied. But he had already been tased once too. So I don't know if the second probe wasn't in him on that first taser.
So why didn't you come into my house and talk?
Oh, that'd have worked out. If you would have knocked on the door, I don't think you would have probably answered the door, would you? Seems to be how it usually works. I don't know. It's not my case. I'm just saying that that'd be my first thought. Okay, let's just sit down for me, all right? That's part of the deal, remember?
I'm not going anywhere.
Okay, just have a seat for me.
I don't think they can get any tighter.
Yeah, they're supposed to be tight. They're not really made for comfort.
So who is it that's coming to talk to you?
It's an investigator with the La Crosse Police Department.
Now, what's he want?
That's what he's going to talk to you about. So I'm not going to, go into his stuff. I don't have the full story. Actually, I don't know that much of it. So it's going to be just stuff he needs to talk to you about. I think it'll all make sense to you eventually.
I said, what was so hard about saying that?
That the investigator was going to come talk to you. So would that have made any difference?
Yeah, I mean, least tell a guy what's going on, not just...
If you want to go ahead and hop all the way in for me, okay? I guess he wants to talk to you at the sheriff's department, so that's what we're going to do, okay? You know what I mean. Just slide that way. Try to get your back up against the back of the seat there for me.
A full search of his car revealed exactly what the officers were looking for. When they executed a search warrant on his home, they found Julia and a massive stash of including 3 pounds of. There was also $49,000 in cash inside the home. Stanley was charged with 2 counts of possession with intent to sell, maintaining a drug trafficking place, possession of drug, operating a motor vehicle with a controlled substance, and resisting arrest. Julia was charged with 2 counts of possession with intent to sell, maintaining a drug trafficking place, and possession of drug, $100,000 worth of cocaine. In Osceola, Wisconsin, on March 23, 2021, an officer conducted what he thought was a routine traffic stop on a vehicle for speeding. Traveling at 90 miles per hour in a 70 mile per hour zone wasn't very smart, and he was going to attract attention from law enforcement. It was a much worse decision to do it with $100,000 worth of cocaine in the car. Let's see how the driver, 27-year-old Eric Larkins, and his passenger, 28-year-old Shavante Powell, tried to explain their way out of jail.
Hey, Officer Volk, the Osceola Police Department. Reason I stopped you is your speed. You know how fast you were going? Nah, you went faster than that, man.
Break.
Yeah, I saw you. You're coming around the corner, man. I know you. Yeah, you hit your brakes. Yeah, you were going about that fast when you went past me. I'd go at 90. Yeah, you saw me when I came around, torpedo the brakes. I mean, I get it.
They were smart enough to use a rental car, but not smart enough to use someone else's name or follow traffic laws. The officer immediately suspected they were using the car to transport drugs and presented his theory to Mr. Larkins.
Where are you coming from? Indiana? Alright. Is this your rental then, or what? Yours? You got your ID with you? Anything inside the vehicle I need to know about? What's that? No. Any marijuana? What's that? No. Cocaine? Methamphetamine? Heroin? These are just questions I asked. Yep. Traffic stops lead into a lot of different things, ma'am.
I just woke up.
Nope. Traffic stops lead into a lot of different things. When you're going from one state to another, well, no, I'm just asking questions. Find out, making sure everyone's on the straight and narrow, you know? That's all. That's all. You be... Okay. Yeah. Nope. You'd be surprised what we find out here. You know, find a bunch of coke and stolen guns the other week. Traffic stop, simply for speed. So, alright. Fair enough. Well, I'll be back with you, alright?
The officers discussed the timeline of their rental agreement and decided the details didn't add up. So they split the two up and questioned them separately to see if their stories were straight. Eric wasn't comfortable with any of the questions, and you could see the gears spinning in his head and spun quite the story.
What's that?
They were going 90.
They're going 90?
But they're saying that they're coming from Indiana, going back to the cities, but they rented it at 10:58 p.m. on the 22nd, so like 6 hours ago. It has to be returned tonight by 9 p.m. back in Chicago.
And they rented it in Chicago?
Yeah.
But they're coming from Indiana?
Yeah.
Yeah, that don't line up, does it?
Yeah. You want to ask, she rented it, it's under her name.
The driver?
Passenger.
Passenger?
Ask them and what their plans are, how they're supposed to return it back to Chicago.
Hey, I'm just gonna have you step back here. I'm just gonna chat with you a bit, alright? Just wanna go right back there over more of the shoulder. Is there anything on you, man? Guns, knives, anything? Mind if I pat you down? Come on over here, man. Space with. There you go. Alright. Are you on probation out of Minnesota?
No, sir.
No?
I'm not on nothing.
Were you on probation before?
No, sir.
No? When was the last time you got arrested?
Probably like a few months back or something like that.
What was that for?
I got arrested in a car in a vehicle with some guys, so it was about like 2-3 months ago or something like that. Probably 2 months ago.
Alright, what did you get arrested for though?
Being with somebody. I guess they was...
That's not illegal. What did you get arrested for?
I got arrested for being with somebody. It was like a... Basically, they was coming, somebody had a warrant and they was following him. Like he had a warrant for his arrest.
Yeah.
He was in the car with me, I was shot. And that's when I got pulled over, I got arrested with him.
What did they charge you for though?
PC, weapons.
Okay. Yeah. Alright. Like a rental that's supposed to be returned in the same city to go up, to go back. You don't know how long you've been down there. You have a pretty good criminal history going on.
Nah, I just told you how long I've been down there, and my girl already, she got the rental because I've been down there a couple days and I couldn't get home. Yeah. So I would have been came home. She actually doing me a favor. And
why didn't she just get you a one-way and you go drive it to Minnesota and turn it in and be done?
Bro, it costs $700, $800 to do a one-way in that vehicle.
Well,
believe me or not.
That's because they already factored the miles in.
She's going back to Chicago though.
Yeah.
With her dad and them.
No, that's why. Then they're gonna rack up the miles because you pay per mile. I'm pretty sure.
It's free.
So.
No, it's free mileage. I don't know what you're talking about. It's free mileage. This is the cheapest way to bring me. I wouldn't make that up. Yeah. I've been trying to get here for like 3-4 days, like leave. But like I wouldn't. That's the easiest way. You could Google it right now. $700, $800 at the most it costs to leave in Minnesota. I asked her the same thing.
Sure.
She said I would have flew back, but it costs too much to leave the vehicle, so I'm gonna just drive back. I chose to drive here so she could sleep, because she gotta drive back, you know?
The officer heard enough from Eric to test his story against Shavante. Do you think they told the same story?
Shavante? Alright, sorry. Is there anything inside the vehicle that you know about? Any guns? Drugs? Large sums of cash? Can I search the vehicle from bumper to bumper? Like I told you before, trying to make sure that everybody's doing what they're supposed to be doing, you know? Alright, so he already gave me permission to search his bag. That's why I'm asking you, because you rented the vehicle and you're in the vehicle. Alright? Alright, so do you have a problem if I search the vehicle?
I don't think that's necessary. That's what's throwing me off. It's kind of, I don't know what this is getting at, but I'm starting to feel kind of like offended almost. We were pulled over, and again, I'm asleep.
Yep.
So.
Yeah, and I'm asking you because you rented the vehicle and you're in the vehicle. Because for what I see on the interstate out here, it's not necessarily common to get a rental that's from Chicago and be driven up to the cities and return back to Chicago with his criminal history and whatnot.
So this is based off his criminal history. So.
Well, and you have some stuff with theft, whatever, and I'm not worried about that. I'm just making sure that that he's not in possession of any firearms, all right, because he's a convicted felon, and that you don't have any drugs and large sums of cash. That you're not bringing stuff from one place to another.
At this point, Eric decided that he felt the walls closing in on him and was willing to be searched so long they didn't bring in a K-9 unit. He didn't get his wish. Drugs were found and Eric was sent to jail.
Yeah, I was there. I'm familiar
So
with
again,
that.
can I search your bag?
No.
All right. Hang tight. I'm going to go get my certified narcotics canine. Stay there.
I'm going to get it, bro.
Nope. Stay there.
Bro, I get her too. To be honest, you can get your dog out too. But I'm telling you, bro, I really just like the way you said that to me, like jumping around there. Can I search your bag? Like I'm trying to be like you. Like she's upset, bro. She's pissed. So that's getting on her nerves.
Fine.
Like you pissing her up. That's my girl,
that's fine.
bro. Understand me.
That's fine. Is there anything inside the vehicle?
No, sir.
All right. Nope, you're good. Where is it? Suck it up. Hurry up. Check. Check. Hurry up. Check. Oh, girl. Come here, find it.
Eric and Shavante were charged with felony manufacture and intent to deliver cocaine. Busted on the way. On March 6, 2024, law enforcement officers in Arizona conducted a traffic stop on a vehicle for having a significant crack in the windshield. The officer explained that he wasn't going to issue a ticket until the driver told him that he didn't have a valid license, and the investigation went in a different direction.
How you doing, sir? Deputy Officer, Navajo County Sheriff's Office. Reason for the stop today is going to be the massive crack you got in your windshield, bro. You got one going all the way across the top and all the way up the side, bro. Okay, so I ain't gonna give you a ticket, man. Just gonna be a warning. Gotta get that replaced, okay? You can't be driving down the roadway with something that's gonna. Oh, okay, I got you. So, like I said, man, I ain't gonna be giving you a ticket. It's gonna be a warning. You got your driver's license, registration, proof of insurance? Identification or driver's license?
I don't, but I just have a photo of it.
Okay, yeah, that'll work, man.
It's just only
it's expired. Is it expired or suspended? Okay, but you didn't get it suspended for like DUI or anything like that? Okay. So where's your license out of? California. Okay. What's your name, man? Jamie Savito? So, do you have the registration insurance for the vehicle handy?
Yes.
I think that might be it right there, my man. Where are you headed to? Where are you headed to? Albuquerque. Okay, sick. I'll tell you what, man. Bring your phone with you. We'll have you step out. We'll go back to my car. We'll start knocking out the warning. So while you're pulling up your ID, we can get you on your way a little faster. Okay? Plate is going to be California 7 David Lincoln Williams 006. I'll be staying right here about my front tire, bro. Do you have any weapons on you or anything like that? Or you can sit and be patting you down, just make sure you don't go. Alright, I'll be staying here. Keep looking for that license, bro. So you're going to Albuquerque, what's out there? Oh, you got family out there? How long are you going to be out there for? Okay. What part of Albuquerque? Oh, okay. So like I said, man, just a warning, no ticket, no points, no fines, okay? So if you slim down a little bit, bro.
I was in a car accident.
Oh.
The more questions the officer asked, the worse it got for the suspect, identified as Jamie Acevedo. He changed his story and claimed the car wasn't even his, and he was headed to Albuquerque to work.
It's my cousin's car, so everything's gonna be under me.
So have you ever had a license, bro? Is this just an ID card? Last is gonna be a 2-part. How long you lived down San Bernardino? Oh, okay, sick. I grew up toward like, if you know where Ventura's at, on the other side. Oh, I got you. More toward like Santa Barbara. What do you do for work?
I'm a service technician.
Oh, okay, so like for vehicles or nice.
Okay, so I was 21 at the time, right? I crashed 6 days before my 21st birthday. I had corona in my system.
Okay, so DUI.
So they gave me a DUI.
Okay, so they suspended it for DUI.
Yeah, because even if I was under the limit, I wasn't supposed to have anything in my system.
Right. I got you. Yeah, you're literally supposed to blow zeros if you're under 21.
Yeah, but my birthday was 6 days before.
Right.
So when I wrecked, I'm pretty sure that's probably what it is, but...
Jamie's warning had become a misdemeanor charge, and once he was searched, he had even bigger problems.
Go ahead and turn around for me, alright? Because you're driving on suspended license, and you're suspended due to DUI, suspended or revoked due to DUI. In the state of Arizona, that's a misdemeanor, okay?
Oh,
wow. Yeah, so you're under arrest, bro.
Did I get filled out?
Huh?
Did I have to fill out?
That's up to the judge, bro. Alright, my man. So you got anything on you that's gonna poke me, stick me, stab me? Nothing? What do you got back here? Nothing? Receipts. You gotta get a belt, bro. Coke? What is it? Hey, Danny.
That's from
Yeah, I know, bro, but you still can't pills.
We get them back.
Alright, man, so now you're under arrest for these, okay? If it's just personal use, you get in possession of, okay? It is a class, I want to say class 4 or class 6 felony, okay? With this, I mean, not good, bro. So, real quick, let me read you something, okay? So, right here, are you responsible for everything that driving it to Albuquerque? Okay, so
it's my cousin's.
Okay, I got you, but you're the one driving it, right? So, like, I found on you. Are we gonna find more car or any or anything like that? No? Okay. Alright. Hang out with the officer here, alright?
When Jamie's car was searched, the officer discovered something that made the traffic stop very worthwhile.
Bro, you said you're gonna be in Albuquerque for a week. It's a little more than personal use, my man. I copied.
All Jamie could do was try and convince the officer that the car wasn't his and anything they found in it didn't belong to him, especially the 10,000 fentanyl pills they found.
Are we gonna find anything else in the car, bro? Alright. Well, the thing is, man, we find you, then we find more in the car. You know what I mean? you say you don't use or you don't mess with and you got it on in your pocket. You know what I mean? You see where I'm coming from with it? Have you ever been arrested for anything like that before? Just DUI. Are you snorting? Yeah, because that was the ones I pulled out of his pocket.
The exact charges filed against Jamie are unknown, and the case is still pending as of the release of this video. Trafficking 160,000 pills. In Albuquerque, New Mexico on July 10, 2023, a state patrol officer attempted a traffic stop on a car traveling 92 miles per hour in a 75 mile per hour zone. What seemed like a routine traffic stop quickly went south after the officer smelled marijuana and perfume wafting out of the vehicle. The driver was identified as Michael Diego Gustavo Sena, and the woman in the passenger seat was his mother, Dolores. They were going to be asked questions they had no good answers for.
Hold down the back window. Hello, Officer Rodriguez, New Mexico State Police. The reason why I stopped you, man, doing 92 in the 75. If I could just see your driver's license, insurance, and registration, please. You can roll up that window, man. So the wind's not coming through. No, they're just going so fast because I'm trying to see my cousins. I'll take this. Will be fine, man. Can I have you come back to my car? We'll talk back there. Look this over and get you back on the road, man. Thank you. You don't have the registration? It's fine. If not, it's fine. Yeah, if you find it, just hold it out the window, if anything. Okay, thank you. No knives on you, man? Yeah. You do? Okay. Give me that. Anything else? No. Just keep your hands out of your pockets for me, man. My little, it's like a weed thing. Okay, put it in your pocket. Let me just turn around. I'm just gonna check you real quick. Turn around. Oh. Sorry, man. Away.
Yeah, I've never been in front.
Sweet, man. So I'm just gonna give you a written warning, okay? Right, slow it down.
My bad. So we're going to see our cousins, bro. I actually just died.
So Mr. Senna, while I fill this out, can I talk to you?
Yeah.
Is the it's a good address for you, though?
Address,
okay. Yeah. Awesome, man. Where are you guys coming from?
We're coming from Gallup.
From Gallup?
Yeah. So how do you like memorize all the buttons?
It takes a while, man.
It takes a while, huh?
What's a good phone number for you?
That's my cell.
Okay. What were you doing out in Gallup?
We were visiting my cousins. Like we're having a get together like at my grandma's. We were supposed to just leave for the 4th, but now everybody made it.
And who's in the car with you today?
My mom.
Your mom?
My mother. Yeah.
What's her name?
Dolores.
Dolores?
Yeah.
When the officer checked the car's VIN number, he could still smell a strong odor of marijuana. Dolores told him a different travel story than her son. Panic soon set in when the pair realized the officer was aware of the real reason for their trip.
Where'd you guys vacation to?
How was your weekend?
It was good. Can't complain. Where'd you guys vacation to? Huh?
In Arizona.
In Arizona? Nice. What part? Phoenix? Nice. That's a real heat out there, huh? Yeah. If you get behind the wheel, just make sure to slow it down. We've been having a lot of crashes. I'm out here just trying to, so people see me, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So take care, okay? No, let's come over here.
The officer gave Gustavo one last opportunity to come clean. He was hoping that he'd give him the whole story and save him from needing to search the car. Do you think Gustavo gave it up?
Let's start all over, okay? Mr. Senna. Okay, Mr. Senna. So like I was telling you earlier, okay? I'm a task force officer with Homeland Security.
Weed. There is no weed that you could smell.
Okay. I'm telling you.
You're saying that.
Okay, I'm not just saying that. I'm saying that because I smelt it as soon as that window opened up. That's why you guys rolled 3 windows down, okay? I'm not dumb. Okay? So Mr. Senna, like I was telling your mom, I work with Homeland Security. We can help you if you're willing to do that.
So if I just give you the weed, will it be alright?
Okay, so if you have something in there that needs to be delivered to somebody, we can help you get that delivered to them.
What do you mean?
To help you out.
Like, what do you
because the way it is right now, whatever you have in there, you're not looking at state charges, man. You're looking at federal charges. So, like I said, I'm not trying to lie to you. I'm not messing with you. I showed you my credentials. Homeland Security.
What do you mean you'll help me deliver it to them?
That means we'll do a controlled delivery. We'll deliver it to them. Okay, we'll give them fake stuff and we'll take those guys down. We don't want you, man. We want the bigger guys on the chain.
They made the hard choice, and it seemed as though the officer would catch himself a bigger fish. What he found in the trunk would certainly land someone some serious jail time. Recovered from the backpack were 2 Glock handguns, an extended magazine, and 4 blue pills. But that was just a preview.
K96, I come. K96, 10-4. 23.
Gustavo told the officer that he thought the vehicle may have a GPS tracker installed on it, and the owner of the drugs may be aware of the traffic stop. The officer decided to move the search off the highway and into the parking lot of a nearby casino.
What if they have someone that's sitting in the car?
It's fine. I'm not going to say anything. I'm driving this straight over there and get pulled to a parking space. Okay? So right now, I'm putting you in handcuffs, man, just because you're getting in the back of my car. Everyone gets in handcuffs. She's going to come, too.
No, but can she's the next one? Please. I could fit one of them in my unit. You gotta understand.
Okay, do you mind?
This is my mom.
So it's against policy. Once we get over there, we'll let you guys sit together. Okay? Sound good?
Yeah, you can take one, I'll take the other.
Yeah. So you're gonna come in my car. I'm just putting you in handcuffs just because you're coming in my car. Okay? Like you're praying, man. You've been cool with me. I'm just gonna put them like. What was that? No, man.
When you drive it, you're not all that stuff.
During the search of the car, the officer found 160,000 fentanyl pills, a jar full of marijuana, and a tube-shaped package that was filled with heroin. Because these two suspects agreed to work with Homeland Security, the charges brought against them have never been made public. Blood beneath bed. In Bradenton, Florida, law enforcement officers were called to a hotel in the afternoon of August 28, 2022, after a housekeeper made a shocking discovery. As she attempted to put fresh sheets on a bed, she saw the underside of the mattress was covered in blood, and there was something stuffed underneath it. When officers arrived, they confirmed the worst. Stuffed under the mattress was a 26-year-old woman identified as Jennifer.
Under the bed.
Yeah.
Oh, sweet Jesus. Yeah.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, yeah.
All right, might as well get out of there.
All right, guys, watch your step. Don't touch anything. Might try to clean up this bleach in there.
10-4.
Yeah, that's strong, man. You're strong.
Close the door and hold it here. No one else was in there, right?
We didn't look under the other bed.
Alright.
You want us to? You want us to take a look?
No, I'll go in. I'll wait till I get some people.
Well, we don't either.
Yeah. I don't blame you on
I
that.
can borrow yours and look under that bed, but other than that, I'm good.
It was clear back to the bathroom. There was nobody's bathroom.
Okay. I'm going to try to preserve it as best as I can.
Yeah. Well, I want to think to look under the bed.
That's what I was saying. I'm like, what?
All that stuff somebody's tried to do some serious cleaning.
Yeah. I mean, nobody wraps someone up like that underneath the bed and they just died naturally.
No. This shit treats the hell out of me. You even got the bars over it and everything too?
Yeah.
An officer checked the other bed in the room to make sure they knew exactly what they were dealing with. Bloody sandals were found in a trash can outside.
JLT, I'm gonna take this stuff back down.
Yeah, like.
I just want to check over here.
Like lifting under the bed.
I just want to make sure there isn't another. Nope, it's clear. Okay, we're clear.
You want me to put you on it, Jim?
Can we just see you?
Yeah. You know what I would suggest we do, just in case there's some evidence in the trash can, just go ahead and just cordon off this whole area. As best as we can.
See if anybody was in this room here.
Camera?
Yeah, it's disconnected, and there's a camera down there that's disconnected.
That would have been helpful.
Say again?
Not bugging you, don't care, no business, just want to eat my food. I've been in food.
Did you hear anything last night or last couple days over here?
Only when there's some digged out of their head, you can tell they're no big drugs because they're like, fall down the steps. I really don't have anything to say that your camera's going on, you know.
So can you give us a description of the other person she was with?
Oh, I didn't even know. You have a she is the problem?
Well, you said there was two people, right? I'm assuming.
They stayed in the room?
Yeah.
There was a whole lot of people.
A whole lot of people? So it's been pretty much in and out?
She's a blanket description. You got a druggy party girl that just did too much trashy stuff and somebody did something. And she's always up here making a fool of herself. That's all I know.
Yeah. Was she with anybody?
Overall, always sits outside of the door.
Okay. So, did you guys see her with anybody else yesterday, or?
I didn't see her with anybody.
Nobody? And you didn't hear?
She's always just with that one young boy.
One young boy? Do you know his name? You know what he looks like?
Luckily, a description of a male that was staying in the room was provided, and the officers had a subject to hunt for.
Blonde hair, black hair, brown, white male.
I just don't know. Other people tell me. I don't want to give you my drama, so I don't care.
All I know is it's some young dude.
Is it a white male, black male, Hispanic?
It's white guy.
White guy?
But then you see white guys, you see black guys, you see Mexican guys.
Undeniably, there's guys.
So there's guys coming in and out.
All the time.
Undeniably, there's guys.
Because I'm constantly telling them, mind your own business, stay away from these people.
Like on a consistent basis.
Do you remember how tall he is roughly?
5'8", 5'9", probably.
5'8", 5'9"?
Sorry,
5'8".
That's like 6 foot. That's not right.
How much do you think you weigh?
180.
180? Any scars or marks or tattoos?
Not to my knowledge, but I think he has like a little beard strap.
You know why you're here. We know why you're here, and we really want to understand. And the only way that we're going to understand is through you. Okay. Some things happen, some bad things. Okay. You look like you're going through it. Okay, and just instead of us just hitting you with question after question after question, what is it you think you're here for? Okay, and who is the person that you got the hard part out of the way? Okay, we want to hear your version of what happened. And look at me, Stephen. Okay. There's no right or wrong version, there's only the truth, okay? You can tell us a lot of things in here, you can confess to killing 50 people in here, but if the evidence that we have doesn't align with what you're telling us, then we know there's something wrong. Either we have to reassess what we've done, or you're being dishonest. Fair enough? Okay. So we're not gonna interrupt you, okay? Just tell us what happened. We have a pretty good timeline, but just break it down for us.
Her were arguing because she says that I was cheating on her with invisible women.
Okay.
Okay, I'm sorry. And she tried to stab me.
Okay. Let me see what you got there. Don't take them off. That's what that is?
Yeah.
Okay. We'll look at them later. That's fine. And where did this happen at?
In the hotel room.
The suspect, identified as Stephen, had his own version of events, and they were hard for the officers to believe. But it was his only defense.
And where did this happen at?
In the hotel room.
Okay. What are you doing when this starts?
She was getting hung.
Okay. Okay. And you were doing what?
Laying in bed.
You were laying in bed. Okay. And is she in the same bed with you? Okay. And there are two beds in the room? Okay. One closest to the door or the one closest to the bathroom?
Closest to the bathroom.
Okay. So you're laying in bed, she's laying in bed, and she starts in with this invisible people, you're having an affair. Okay. And then what happens?
She tries to attack me because she's tired of me being a scumbag.
Okay.
And I defended myself.
Okay. And describe that. What happened?
Well, I pushed her off of me and I got the knife and just stabbed her.
Okay. All right. And what kind of like a fixed or one that you flip open? Flip open. Can you describe it? So it's not that's the whole knife, or is that the
whole knife?
What color?
Black.
Black. Okay. I'm gonna take a couple notes. Just okay.
How many times do you think you stabbed me? You recall? A lot. Okay.
Okay. Do you remember where you stabbed her? I know you said a lot. In the neck. So what's going on in this moment? Okay. So you've disarmed her. She's tried to stab you. You've disarmed her. She is. You now have the. Okay. And are we on the bed? Still? You're on the floor. Where at?
In between the beds.
In between the beds. Okay. And you're on top of her at this point?
Yeah.
Okay. So you stab her, you don't know how many times you stabbed her, okay, but it's just a lot. Tried to attack you, or is that from the time she started accusing you? Attacking you, okay. Okay. Then what happened?
I was scared.
I think that's fair. I think that's fair.
He admitted to being involved in domestic disputes with Jennifer over the course of their 2-year relationship and provided more details about the fatal fight.
Did you plan on killing Jennifer? Okay. Have you guys fought before? Okay. And is Jennifer a physical person? Get handsy with you? Okay. And what about you with her previously? Have you guys had, not that this matters, but have you guys had
Confrontation before.
okay, physical? Right, that's
in the past, yeah, so that's an ongoing thing.
How long were you two together?
2 years.
2 years. And how long have you been together, like at the hotel? Not that hotel, but 2 years you've been together? So no matter where you were together, unless somebody went to jail. Okay, all right. Okay, so what happens after?
I took a shower. Covered in blood.
Okay. Did you call anybody? Was anybody else there? Okay. What happened after you took a shower? Where'd you go?
Just walked around.
Okay. It's a lot to process. Okay. And then what happened?
I went back.
So now you got to deal with it, right? And this is probably stressing you out while you're out walking by Sonny's.
Behind the hotel.
But the one Sonny's and all.
Sonny's, the one in the circle.
Okay.
Okay.
And whereabouts in the lake? You know, where were you standing when you tossed it? Do you
In the
remember?
room. I threw it out the back window.
That lake that close to the?
Yeah.
Oh, I had no idea. Okay.
Did you throw a lighter, a ring in the garbage at all? A lighter, a ring? Okay. So some stuff was just found. I just asked because
We had to go through garbage, right? So we don't know. I mean, we knew the shoes definitely were going to be, you know what I mean? But, all right.
So you can throw the right out the your window.
You know, now that I think about it, yeah, I think you can. It's not a big window, but it's big enough to throw something out of.
This much space, and I just like that.
Did you hear it at the water?
I watched it.
Oh, did you? Okay, because at what point was this? Before, after you cleaned up, or during?
Before I cleaned up.
Was it before you left? Okay, so before you took a shower? Okay. Why did you think she was?
Someone.
Right. Was she talking at any point afterwards? No. Not moving? Making any sounds? Nothing. Gurgling, right. Okay, and I appreciate your honesty. I to say that.
So you got any scratches on you? But she fought you? I'm talking about on you.
Like there's stuff in like the back of my neck right here.
The officer got tired of Stephen beating around the bush and hit him with a dose of reality to try and inspire him to tell the truth.
And there's one part of this that doesn't make sense to me, and I'm not saying you're lying. I'm saying that I need some clarification, okay? I'm just going to be honest with you because I told you I wouldn't. Okay, so I don't want to even beat around about it. I'm not feeling like you got attacked with it. I'm feeling like you did get attacked, but I'm not feeling the part of it. Okay, I see the injury to your hand, right? But from my experience, okay, it's not adding up. Okay, and let me just tell you this: you've been, I think, probably one of the most honest people we've interviewed in a long time, except the last guy. That guy was unbelievable. But anyway, So obviously there was a fight, okay? There was a disagreement. There was an argument, there was a something. It doesn't make a lot of sense to me that she got out of the bed, went to retrieve your knife, and came back and tried to attack you. And I'm just telling you, I'm not seeing the evidence that that's the way it went down. It feels to me like there was a fight, something did happen, and you snapped. Am I right or wrong? I'm right? Okay. Okay. Did she get handsy with you? Or was she just like a chihuahua, just barking and nipping, and you just had enough? And you got up and grabbed the knife? Okay. Because you were done. And the injury on your hand slid down the blade, didn't it? Yeah. Yeah.
See, let me open your hand for a minute. These are marks. Yours from slap on the side. Because I seen those two are pretty deep. What hand are you? You right hand? Okay, you right-handed.
Stephen, did you ever think to call law enforcement? And there's no right or wrong answer. No. You couldn't undo it. Would you if you could?
Yeah.
Let me ask you. Have you ever been that? I'm going to call it like in a rage. Have you ever been in that place before where you were that angry? How often?
A lot.
A lot. So what made this time different? So listen, man, here's the deal, okay? Obviously, you're going to get charged with, okay? It's going to be second degree. Okay, it's not first degree. Obviously, we recorded all of this, and we record that to protect you and us. Okay, we're not the judge. Okay, and we're not here to. Well, we're not. But that's not what we do. You know what I mean? That's out of our wheelhouse. All we do is we put a case together. We find the evidence. Okay, we do the whodunit part, and the rest is out of our hands. I'm going to leave the room. I'm going to go talk to the state attorney. Okay, I'm going to let them know how this conversation went, and our crime scene people are going to come over. They're going to take some photos of you. Okay.
Stephen was charged with first-degree murder, but agreed to plead guilty to second-degree murder. He was sentenced to 60 years in prison, $5.5 million worth of cocaine. In St. Tammany Parish, Louisiana, where on May 2nd, 2022, state troopers conducted a traffic stop on an 18-wheeler. When the officer questioned the driver about his cargo and manifest, he didn't seem to have all the answers that he should. That made the officer suspicious, and as he dug deeper into the driver's business, the scene took an incredible turn into the world of large-scale cocaine trafficking.
Hey, good morning. Is your door open? Is your door open? Hey, how you doing? Hey, my name is Trooper Reggie with Stickness. You've done nothing wrong. Okay, simple DOT inspection. You have your driver's license with you? Awesome. You have what's a good phone number for you, sir? You owner-operator or you work for somebody? Okay, what's the first name of that person? First name of that person. Holy. Say it again.
Pedro Sarante.
I don't need the last name, just the first name, that's all. Are you currently loaded?
No, I'm
okay, empty. Where are you running from?
I'm running from Texas.
What part?
Orange, Texas.
Orange?
Yeah.
Where are you headed to next?
New York.
Back to New York?
Yeah.
What part of New York? New York or Yonkers?
Bronx.
Yeah. It's a long way empty, huh?
Not good load.
No good loads?
No, but I'm probably gonna stop, like probably Tennessee, probably if I
See
get
if you can
something.
get in a load there?
Exactly.
Okay. All right. All right. You have your registration for the truck, cab card, or anything? Be careful.
It should be around here.
Okay. When's the last time you got inspected, sir?
It's been a long time.
Been a little bit? Okay. Well, that's good. 2005 Peterbilt?
Yes.
Okay. And the trailer, is that yours, or you rent it, or you just pick it up and drop it as you go?
No, that's the company. It's also a company.
Okay. All right. Is the registration for the trailer, is it in here? Is it?
Yeah, it should be here.
Should be here? Okay. I noticed you got tin on your windows. Have you ever been stopped and talked about that before?
I never been.
Okay.
Well, I didn't put it there, so
Okay. All right, I don't see anything here.
let me see. So there, it should be.
That's a Peterbilt.
Is something on the back?
It might be in the bubble on the trailer. I might have to go look for it. Don't worry, that's your insurance, and this is something else. That's all the paperwork you got. Temporary credential. IFTA, that's IFTA. This is the company you're working for, right?
Yeah.
PLK?
Yeah.
And that's your title.
The officer kept up the good guy routine like a pro, and the driver, Melvin Contreras, had no idea he was being played like a fiddle. The officer got all the information he wanted without having to conduct anything that resembled a formal interrogation.
No, I did the paper log.
Okay.
Due to the fact they stole my tablet.
They stole your tablet? How'd they get it?
Look.
They broke this?
Yeah, they broke it.
Why the hell would they steal the tablet?
I don't know. I think
Of all the
drug
things to
addicts or
steal?
something like that. I don't know.
Of all the things they would steal?
It's crazy. Like.
So when did that happen?
That happened. It happened like about New Jersey, something like that.
Okay. You got the police report with you?
No.
Okay, how come you didn't fill out your date for the day? Date. Date.
Oh, I forgot to put it on.
Yeah. You were off yesterday, I got
Yeah.
that. But you still got to put your date in here.
Oh, I didn't know.
Yeah.
Since I'm not used to doing the logbook like that. So.
It's not a problem, okay? Look, relax on that, okay? Look,
I've never been pulled over. That's the thing.
never ever. Never been roadside inspected, nothing.
No.
How long you been trucking?
I've been like for about 5 years.
Oh, that's pretty good.
I've been stopped like around, how you call it, weigh station?
Yeah, scale house, they're looking for your weight and stuff.
Scale house, like before I used to do dump truck.
Okay, so local get stopped all the time. I got that. All right, over the road's a little bit different. Obviously, you can see that. You've been doing this for 5 years and you haven't gotten roadside inspection. Okay, not a problem. This is the reason why. It's because I saw the tin on your windows. That is a violation, okay? I'm not writing that. We're only doing a little...
So I'll tell the boss to take that out.
Relax on it, okay? Is it single driver or you got somebody back here?
No. I got my friend in the back. He's sleeping.
Oh, okay. So y'all tag team drive or just you?
No, just me.
Who is that?
He's the owner.
He's the owner of the truck?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Because the driver still hadn't caught on to the officer's game, he upped the ante. He dug even deeper into the logistics of the load, and it became clear that the driver was struggling to concoct a story that was believable and would keep the officer from searching the trailer. He would slowly drown in his lies.
All right, so basically you picked up this last load that y'all went down. Do you have your bill of lading in the truck for that last load, which y'all dropped off?
No, he used to have it.
So he has it. All right, I'll have to go up and go talk to him. Anyway, you got to make sure wherever you pick up, so I assume y'all were coming from Bronx, because that's what you got written here, okay, to where y'all were going. I assume that was Orange, Texas?
Yes.
Okay, whatever the start and the destination is of your vehicle, you got to have your start and destination there, because you don't have that on every day, okay? So, you went from Bronx, you stopped in, where's this at? Van Hill, Texas, is that right?
No. That's Preacher Van Hill at the TA.
At the TA. Where's the Van Hill at? What state?
I'll tell you right now. I was in VA.
That's Virginia? Yeah. So you went from New York to Virginia?
Yeah.
Right?
That's that.
Okay.
That's, fentanyl. Can I get my phone?
Yeah, let's go back up there. I got to get that bill laying down right here.
That's Greenville, Tennessee.
Where is it at?
Greenville, Tennessee.
I'm sorry, Tennessee where? Greenville.
When backup officers arrived, it was time for the arresting officer to have a chat with the supposed owner of the company, identified as Pedro Sarante. The officer's game became picking out the differences in their stories. Luckily for him, it was an easy game. They didn't have their story straight at all. In fact, Pedro had to pretend he struggled understanding the officer's English.
I want you to stay right here. Talk with this trooper for a minute. That's Pedro, right?
Yeah, Pedro.
Okay, I'm gonna go talk to him. Hopefully I can get some more information out of him, all right? Hey, Pedro. Pedro. Hey, man, wake up. I need to ask some questions because he don't know everything. Hey, man. All right. I'm doing okay. Listen, come have a seat over here so we can talk. All right. Who is this you got driving for you? What is his name?
Melvin.
Melvin? How long you been knowing him?
I got 3 years.
About 2 years, okay. What did y'all haul from New York down to Orange, Texas?
Yeah, because I got to check I'm sorry, my English a little bit.
It's okay. You're good. You're good. Bueno.
You serious?
Yeah, I'm serious.
Yeah.
What did you bring from Bronx, from New York, to Orange, Texas?
Oh, the Orange, Texas. He said I gotta check the load. You know what I mean? The broker says, oh, I need to check the load.
Because no. From Bronx, did you bring a load to Orange, Texas?
Orange, Texas.
Did you bring one?
Orange, Texas.
Did you drop one off?
I'm sorry, I don't understand either.
Okay, you understand me pretty good. From New York,
yeah.
New Jersey, New York, wherever.
Yes.
Did you bring a load, cargo, to Orange, Texas?
Oh, the load.
Load to Orange, Texas.
Oh, it's every week you gotta check the load.
So you didn't bring a load to Orange, Texas?
Yeah, because the pay on New Jersey is cheapy.
Okay.
2,500. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So did you bring a load to Texas?
Yeah. On Texas, all the.
Do you have a bill? Do you have a shipment paper when you brought it down?
Go to the truck stop for
The arresting officer made sure everyone on the scene was on the same page. They then turned their attention to trying to get into the trailer to see exactly what these two men were doing in Orange, Texas. Bricks of cocaine totaling more than 160 pounds with a street value of more than $5.5 million.
All right, fellas, same thing as before, okay?
Yeah.
We're gonna go look through the contents of the truck and everything like that.
You got a key for this
Do you have
lock?
a key for the lock? Key?
I got it.
Reggio. Yeah. 15. Put your hands behind your back, my man.
what are we gonna do with this dude?
Just do it to his belt loop or something. Duffel bags. Duffel bags of kilos.
You're lying.
Come on. Let me go get the other. Let me go get the other bag.
We're pulling out that.
This truck is in.
Let me verify these are kilos, baby. Pretty. We got diesel.
Yeah.
I smelled it as soon as I went in the truck. I said, "There's diesel in here." Hey, you want to run Rex?
Yeah, we're gonna run.
Oh, these are stamped. These are pretty. Look at them. They got stamped on it. Dude, I got in the truck. I smelled diesel. I said they dipped something in diesel.
Congratulations.
Dude, these might be from the gas tank. They smell diesel.
I mean, you don't smell diesel.
Pedro was charged with conspiracy to distribute and possession with intent to distribute. He later admitted that he was hired to travel from Bronx, New York to Baytown, Texas to pick up a load of narcotics and transport them to Newark, New Jersey. He also admitted that he was going to be paid $1,000 per kilogram once he delivered the drugs to Newark. He was sentenced on February 1st, 2024 to 8 years in prison and 3 years of supervised release. Melvin Contreras pleaded guilty on December 7, 2023 to conspiracy to distribute and possession with intent to distribute. His sentence is unknown.